Good morning, everyone. This presentation introduces the issue of the digital revolution and children under 13 in Malaysia. First, let's look at the digital revolution in Malaysia. Today, smartphone and internet usage is very high even among young children. Social media platforms such as TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube are widely used for entertainment and communication. However, these platforms are mainly adult-oriented, not designed specifically for children under 13. The next issue is children's limited digital maturity. Children at this age are still lacks of strong critical thinking skills. They cannot properly filter harmful content and many have low awareness of online privacy. This makes them easily influenced and vulnerable when using social media. Because of this, there are several key online risks. Children may face cyberbullying, online predators, exposure to violent or explicit content, as well as scams and exploitation. This risk can happen easily when children spend a lot of unsupervised time online. This risk lead to serious impact on children. Social media misuse can cause anxiety and depression, internet addiction, and low self-esteem. It can also affect their sleep, academic performance, and real-life social skills. In Malaysia, there are also clear gaps in protection. It is very easy for children to fake their age to create an account. Existing laws and enforcement are still weak, and many parents lack the time or digital knowledge to fully control their children's online activities. Therefore, we need a clear direction of solutions. This includes stricter age verification, stronger digital education for children, and safer social media platforms. Parents, schools, the government, and technology companies must work together to protect children. In conclusion, while the digital revolution brings many benefits, children under 13 are not ready to handle social media safely. Stronger restrictions, education, and protection are necessary to ensure a safer digital environment for children in Malaysia.
Good day to Madam Nur Shamsina and everyone. I am Muhammad Badrul Zaman Misnyoto. Today I want to talk about the hidden traps in our digital playground. We all know social media is fun, but for children under 13, it is a high-risk zone. I will focus on the causes of this problem. If you look at this flowchart, I will explain how a simple lie at the start leads to a dangerous cycle of exploitation. Let's start with step 1, the entry point. The root of the problem is superficial verification. Currently, most platforms only ask for a birth date. It's incredibly easy for a child to just pick the year. But why is this allowed? Well, it is because many social media games prioritize user growth over safety. They are one numbers, and this lack of strict checking is the first open door for minors. Moving to step 2, access granted. Once the child clicks sign up, they have successfully bypassed the barrier. The problem here is the lack of corporate accountability because the platform accepts the false age. The system now treats these 10 years olds as a mini adult. There are no special protections or extra privacy filter activated because in the eyes of the algorithm, this child is already 18 or older. This leads us to more serious stage. Step 3, data harvesting. Now they are inside. The tricking begins. According to Zurina Said 2025, this allows third-party track child location and even their daily routines. Think about that. Every digital footprint, what they like, what they are, is being recorded without valid parental consent. They are being watched by data servers, but they are too young to even realize it. Finally, we reach step 4, deceptive exposure. This is where the real danger happens. Children lack cognitive maturity, so they can distinguish between a real ad and a financial scam. A malicious link promising free game reward look like a win to them, but in reality, it's a trap. They are manipulated into sharing to family info or clicking on predatory privacy. They are being exposed to criminal deception. To wrap up, it is clear that soft age certificates are not enough when data harvesting is this aggressive. We need a system that protect innocent, not one that exploit it for profit. That concludes of my part in the courses. Thank you for your time.
Respected Dr. Nur Shamsina binti Ramli and friends, today I will be presenting on the negative effect of social media on children's development and well-being. In this section, I will examine the negative effect of social media usage on children, with particular emphasis on its impact on social development and mental health. Why social media platforms provide various benefits, including communication, information sharing, and entertainment. Excessive and unregulated exposure, especially among children under the age of 13, can result in serious consequences for their emotional and psychological well-being. From a social perspective, one of the most critical concerns is cyberbullying. In Malaysia, research indicates that approximately 47% of parents are aware of cyberbullying incidents involving children within their communities. Cyberbullying may occur in various forms, such as offensive remarks, dissemination of harmful messages, online harassment, and persistent intimidation. Due to the continuous and pervasive nature of social media, victims often lack of safe space, as such harassment can occur at any time, including within their own home. Consequently, affected children may exhibit social withdrawal, isolation from peers, and prolonged emotional distress. Over time, this experience may impair their ability to develop healthy and stable social relationships. Beyond its social implication, excessive social media use also pose significant to children's mental health. According to finding by MCA, children are frequently exposed to idealist and unrealistic representation of life on social media, particularly through influencer and public figure. Prolonged exposure to such content encourage unhealthy social comparison and may contribute to the development of imposter syndrome, a psychological condition in which individuals inadequate or inferior to others. As a result, children may experience increased level of anxiety, emotional stress, and low self-esteem. If left unaddressed, this condition may escalate into more severe mental health issue and adversely affect children's emotional development in the long term. In conclusion, the negative impact of social media on children extend beyond social interaction and significantly affect their mental and emotional well-being. Therefore, effective monitoring, regulation, and guidance are essential to ensure responsible social media usage and to the safeguard.
Good day everyone, my name is Muhammad Irfan Ishraf bin So Kamruddin, and now I will be presenting on the first purpose solution, which focus on a technical and legal approach, specifically the use of electronic Know Your Customer, or known as EKYC, to restrict social media access for children under the age of 13. Based on the issue that we discussed earlier, one of the main weaknesses in the current system is the lack of effective age verification. Most social media platforms only require users to enter a date of birth, which can be easily falsified. As a result, children are able to bypass their barriers and gain access to platforms that we never designed for them. This exposes them to serious risks, including data exploitation, harmful content, and online manipulation. Therefore, if weak verification is the root cause of this problem, then strengthening this process must be part of the solution. To address this issue, we propose the implementation of mandatory electronic Know Your Customer, or known as EKYC, for all social media registration in Malaysia. Under this system, users would be required to verify their identity using official documentation or biometric data before an account is activated. This ensures that only users who genuinely meet the minimum age requirement can access these platforms. In other words, eKYC shifts age verification from a trust-based system to an evidence-based system, making it significantly more difficult for underage users to gain access. Beyond technology, eKYC also introduced a strong legal enforcement mechanism. By making age verification a legal obligation, the government can hold social media companies directly accountable. Platforms that fail to comply would face substantial fines and penalties. This is particularly important because social media companies are not neutral platforms. They profit from user engagement and data. eKYC forces these corporations to prioritize child safety rather than user growth alone. On the other hand, the main advantage of eKYC is that it significantly reduces the risk of data exploitation among children. When minors are effectively blocked from accessing these platforms, their personal data, online behavior, and also location information are less likely to be harvested by the third party. In addition, eKYC creates a standardized national policy, ensuring that all platforms operate under the same safety requirement rather than relying on voluntary compliance. However, it is important to acknowledge that eKYC is not a perfect solution. Concerns about data privacy and online anonymity still remain valid. Furthermore, minors may attempt to bypass this restriction by using VPN or others' identities. These clearly show that while eKYC is a powerful preventive measure, it also cannot work in isolation. For this reason, eKYC must be complemented by parental supervision and also platform-level safety features, which will be discussed by the next presenter. To conclude this, eKYC provides a strong technical and legal foundation by strengthening age verification, which increases corporate accountability and reduces data exploitation among children. While it is not a standalone solution, it is necessary for us to step forward in creating a safer digital environment for children in Malaysia. Thank you. I now hand over the presentation to the next speaker.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Fikri Hazri. I want to explain about solution 2 and synthesis. For solution 2, I will focus on what can be done at home and then share the overall conclusion. First, parental supervision plays a very important role in online safety. Parents should be aware of their children's online activities and understand how they use digital platforms. For example, parents can monitor the websites their children visit, the apps they downloaded, and the amount of time they spend on screens. At the same time, parents should communicate openly with their children about online risks. These include teaching them not to share personal information, to avoid talking to strangers online, and to think carefully before posting anything. Next, the concept of safe by design is another key part of the solution. This means the online platform should be designed with user safety in mind from the very beginning. For instance, platforms should provide strong privacy settings, content filters, and easy-to-use reporting systems. Because of these features, users, especially children, are better protected from harmful or inappropriate content. In addition, these safety tools help users feel more confident when using digital platforms. Besides that, government regulation also plays an important role in ensuring online safety. Government policies have set clear rules and standards for online platforms to follow. However, rules alone are not enough if they are not supported at home. Therefore, parental supervision is needed to make sure children understand and follow these guidelines in their daily online activities. As a result, the most effective solution is a hybrid model that combines government regulation and parental supervision. This approach allows both sides to support each other, while the government provide structure and protection. Parents offer guidance and daily supervision at home. To conclude, as shown in the Venn diagram, the overlap between government regulation and parental supervision represents the key to online safety. When both work together, children can enjoy the benefit of technology in a safer, more responsible and more controlled environment.